Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of the Extra Point. Peel Culture in the house. Michigan Michael Hasso back in the house. And Dawn in her faithful red. Tasha T. Sizzle. How are you doing today, T. Sizzle?
I'm doing great. Just great.
You're doing great. Mike, big weekend for you and Tasha. How you feeling?
I'm doing great too. I feel pretty confident, and some great college games too. So I'm feeling great.
All right, feeling great. Now I'm feeling great. They're feeling great. The football fans should be feeling great because we have officially entered day 3 of a 5-day stretch of playoff games, be it college or NFL. We will get to the wild card round here in just a few minutes, but first, let's start with college football. That one's on me, y'all. Look, now, before we get started, let me just say this, Denise. Good morning, beautiful niece. I was getting some health advice from my brother and sister in Christ. Okay?
Damn.
That was on me. I held it up because I wanted to know about how many of these magnesium tabs I can take tonight after the Chicago Green Bay game. All right? When you grow old with your friends, your conversations change. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Now, speaking of change, Oregon might need to change their draws because they got the shit beat out of them yesterday.
Wait, why for you can say that, but had I said that, you would have been talking about now.
No, because y'all know my disdain.
Yeah, he hates that.
Dan Lanning with his front running ass. I'm gonna chill on the cussing. I'm gonna turn that cussing over to Tasha and them in just a minute. But that front runner, when you scored that meaningless touchdown against Texas Tech a week and a half ago, that I was like, Indiana, do what you do. do what you do. Humble him. Now he sound like Butch Jones talking about winners of life. Now you're talking about no. You got 60 hung on your head last night, and I was there for every second of it. So now we have a national championship game set. We have the 15-0 Indiana Hoosiers going to take on the 13-2 Miami Hurricanes, who, by the way, are playing a true home game down there in the Cocaine Stadium. Tasha, you're up first. Ladies first. Now, me and you have had plenty of fun conversations talking about the greatest college football teams of all time. We talk about Tommy Frazier's, the mid-90s Nebraska team. We talk about those 99 Seminoles. We talk about the 01 Canes. We talk about the 2019 Joe Burrow LSU Tigers, even the 2020 Alabama team that followed them the next year. Tasha, if Indiana is able to complete a 16-0 season, do they leap to the top of that list?
You got to.
Ooh.
You remember that used to be the measuring stick because you had to be number one undefeated to even get into the championship game.
Right.
You know, that was the thing. You
Right.
got the 2 undefeateds,
Right.
and then of course you used to have the voting, the coaches poll and the AP poll to determine. But if you were undefeated, there was no question who was going to be the champion.
Producer Mike, love this graphic, by the way. With this being a true home game, let me start with this, and I love this picture. You're the lock, Sky. I took a peek this morning. Miami is a 7.5-point underdog opening line, betting line in a true home game. Mike, does this qualify as a lock in your opinion? You take Indiana with more than a touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, that tells me that they have Indiana winning by more than 10 points or more because they already start out with 3.5 sometimes. So, yeah, this is definitely a lock. I think it can get scary because even yesterday's game, it was getting scarier for Indiana bettors because I think they said 75% of money line bets were on Indiana last night. That's crazy. Usually when that happens, Vegas puts a little salt in the mix and then it kind of switches the other way. But no, that was a dominant, presentation for sure.
Okay, so let me let you get a crack at the apple as well. Does a 16-0 undefeated season move Indiana to the top of the heap for you?
I think it's tough because right now I think a lot of people are feeling a little biasness with brand bias. So like what helps me is taking this same exact performance, switching the brand to an Alabama, a Georgia, Ohio State, and Michigan. Would you feel the same way? And I think most people are going to be honest and be like, no, you're right. It might be a little bit of the brand. I think they do at least get top 5. This is a sound performance, even against the 2023 Michigan, stat by stat. Like they have a better defense right now. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
And then to Mike's point, Indiana has always been branded as a basketball school.
Right.
So if he can keep this going, like he has no plans on leaving, he doesn't want to go anywhere, and you actually have players who want to come and play for him. Because I think they put out there that they don't even have like any 5 stars, but the majority of their roster is average age 23, right. And some NFL rosters average age is 25.
Right. Yeah, I think he's proven that you don't necessarily have to have 4 and 5 stars. You just need to have experienced players, and that's what he did.
But what do we always say about that star rating anyway? You can have a 2-star that can come out and go be an NFL MVP, and a 5-star who doesn't even make it to the league.
Right.
Point. Go ahead, Mike. Finish your thought.
I was going to say, why do you think? I mean, now we know why Michigan's thing is those who stay will be champions. Right. Like they talk about like you stay here until you're 22, 23, you're going to win.
Right. First of all, both of you have surprised me this morning, and surprises are good. I thought that Tasha wouldn't put anyone above that 99 Seminoles team because I knew you win.
Look, I just went back and watched the clips of that. Man, if y'all don't know who Peter Warwick is, y'all need to fucking find out.
Yes. And to Mike's point, for him to, and I had this in my notes, to ask him about 2023 Michigan versus this current Indiana team on a neutral field, who would he take it? And Mike, to his credit, as he's rocking the Rose Bowl hoodie, donned in maize and blue, that he concedes that would be a tough game. I'm not going to put Mike on the spot with a hypothetical with that because that's our undefeated season. But let me bring your beautiful faces up here for a second, and then we'll get to the comments. Indiana passes 2 critical criteria for me because, to Mike's point, brand name, I'm like, no, Nebraska, Miami, LSU, Alabama. Those are the ones that stick out because that's what we grew up watching consistently. Indiana doesn't have as we say, good morning to Jody. No shade. We love you, brother. But Indiana ain't got 2 losses. If you want to get all time, first of all, you got to be undefeated. And me as an old head, I'm going to say this as an old head. I'm not bracing. I know you're out there watching, so this ain't got nothing to do with you personally. But as an old head, my criteria is, could you have been in the national championship game in the 80s? Indiana finished number 1. They would have been in the national championship game in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010, pre any kind of CFP. They didn't come in as an 8 seed. No shade, Jody. Y'all earned that title. I'm just saying they passed that criteria. They would have been in the national championship game, and I love the way they play. Now, let's fast forward this to the national championship game, Tasha. I call this the Spider-Man meme game. Both teams are kind of hard-nosed, disciplined head coaches that are no nonsense, ferocious front fours that will get after your ass, dominant physical run games, and quarterbacks that can put take the top off of defense when needed. I think Fernando Mendoza has 8 touchdowns and 5 incompletions in the CFP. How do you do that? Like that's insane.
He has that touch too.
With Bryce, a little touch, just a little touch.
Just a touch, baby, just a little bit.
And, yo, back 3 Jody.
Oh, see, look, now we done forgave you, bruh.
Gotta get him.
Well, he did, because you know me and Mike ain't gonna never. But we done gave you your flowers on the show, Jody. Just roll with it, bruh. Roll with it.
Good morning, Brayson in the house. Good morning, AP Coulter. Good morning, Farrah. Make sure y'all check out our take after we are concluded, as well as against the grain. Hey, this is the best lineup in podcasting on a Saturday morning. It's almost like the Saturday morning cartoon lineup in the 80s. This is what we do. A chip is a chip, and a hoe is a hoe. What are you saying? Look at Mike's face.
No. Willie D said it.
I'm just saying. He says, everybody, there they go. Everybody likes to move them goalposts. We look, to Tasha's credit, we gave you that chip, but you have more losses than. Let's not do that. If you didn't beat a 4-loss Michigan team, there is no way we can add you to this discussion. I'm just saying. We love y'all. No, Brayson, don't gaslight. Don't gaslight, because I'll send you the link because you dodged.
Hey, how's he doing?
I'm just saying. Love them all. Yes, I got you. Now, Larry David, a chip is not a chip.
Right.
Ooh.
Larry said.
You got some smoke coming in from
Hold on, somebody just.
Yeah, I am with my blunt over there on the island. I can't even smoke it and dip it.
As we digress, Mike, let me ask you this, and Tasha as well. Let's take it to Miami, because we've seen upsets before. If Miami were to knock off this Indiana team, that looks unstoppable to me. Like, damn. I had to change my pick after last night's game, by the way. Does it restore credibility to the ACC, or is this a one-off? Tasha, you first, because you more ACC than us.
I can't say that it really restores credibility to the ACC, because we know the downfall of the ACC, I mean, in my opinion, is Florida State not winning,
right, and
Dabo refusing to accept players from the transfer portal.
Mike, do you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely think this is more of a one-off. If we're talking about bring it back, we need 3 of these strong teams. Like she said, an SMU, throw it in there, Florida State. Someone needs to step up and compete. Now, let's think that Miami loses first round. This ain't even a conversation.
Right. Exactly.
Wait a minute. Let me take this down. Tasha, you go ahead and cook real quick while I bring up this comment. Go ahead.
But also, if Miami wins, everybody's want to come to the U.
Yes. We grew up in an era where the U was Indiana.
It was in Florida. It was only the U and Florida State. Then Florida started coming.
Yeah, Spurrier got them boys rolling. Yeah.
And then that's when you saw the decline of Florida State and Miami, because everybody wanted to go to Florida.
Yeah.
To play under Urban Liar.
The state championship in Florida is a real thing. Now, Michigan State, they ain't holding up their end of the bargain. In Ohio, you got one since COVID, so I guess. But we don't have the luxury of winning a state championship because the rest of them duck the smoke. Now, Brayson is about to derail the show because I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. He says it doesn't restore credibility, but Beck goes down as one of the greats. Tasha. Mike, quit squinting. You got LASIK.
Excuse me?
I don't understand.
He's been looking like a can of open ass since the last year he was in Georgia before he got injured.
I disagree. Don't gas her up, Mike.
No. Beck is only benefiting from luck. He didn't have no good game the other day.
You didn't see him do the Vince Young?
He did not have a good game. He got saved by that defense, which Jason Taylor is actually on defense helping, and he is doing a hell of a job. What's the coordinator's name? Is it Heatherman? Is that how you pronounce it? He
is, Tasha. He is doing a hell of a job.
He's getting bailed out by having a great defense a la Georgia when he was winning at Georgia.
Damn, that's cold-blooded, Mike.
I'm gonna say, look.
Like Tasha say, now look.
Now look. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I'm gonna agree with Tasha. She'll talk about defense. Come on now. Miami has one of the best defenses with Indiana. Yeah, so you put Beck against Indiana, bruh, he gonna have 2 interceptions guaranteed. Throw in 5 sacks, throw in a fumble. Come on, man. This ain't a conversation.
Yeah, now I think that it's a great story, Brayson, if he was able to from how they moved on from him and for him to find a home and for him to lead that team to a national championship. I know last week we talked about Cinderella stories, and I think it's a Cinderella story. But when we start talking about all-time great quarterbacks, I think we have a much better chance of talking about Mendoza and his stat line and the dominance of Indiana, which he's benefiting from a great defense as well. And we'll get into him more as we start getting into the draft coverage and the Raiders and all. But I don't know. Now Jody,
pick and draft don't go together.
Oh boy. Though these quarterbacks are so polarizing coming into this draft, I cannot wait to talk about that once this is all said and done. Jody says, do you get 2 wins for 1 if you're undefeated or something? Jody, there are levels to this. Now, you know this. Jody, I saw you rubbing elbows with Ray Lewis and Jerry Rice and all them Hall of Famers. Now, you know good and damn well you ain't going in there talking to no Michael Irvin about no 2 losses. You just he wasn't a Heisman winner, but he's a Hall of Famer. You're not doing that, Jody. We done gave you your championship, Jody. But let's not ever forget 13-10. As a matter of fact, that's the last thing I remember seeing in the shoe. Producer Mike, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. That's the last thing I remember seeing in the shoe. If the mama call them the Wolverines, I'm going to call them the Wolverines. That's what we going to do. Now, Mike, who wins the national championship?
Oh, I got Indiana, man. I got Indiana easy.
And you laying the 7.5?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm taking Indiana minus 7.5.
Tasha?
Look, I just think the Achilles heel of Miami is that offense. Even though, what's the guy? You got Ruben Bain Jr. and what's his name? The Messidor, the guy from Canada.
Yeah, Messidor.
You know, he
had a tough game.
Yeah, he had a really bad game, and they got exposed a little bit. Because Trinidad James Chambliss, you know, he kind of, you know, and then I think had Lacey not been hurt either, maybe the game would have turned out a little bit different because he pulled that hamstring.
Hey, didn't he pop the clutch though? Didn't he pop the clutch on? He popped the clutch on him.
And he came back out with that black leg sleeve on. I'm going to go with Indiana because I think they're the better overall team on both sides of the ball.
Tasha, I'm going to go nostalgia, and I'm going to borrow a page from our dear friend, Mr. Soul on Sports, Mr. Glenn, who correctly called Carolina Panthers as his NFC South champions, and I laughed at him. Although I don't know how much credit you get if they had a losing record. We'll get to them just a little bit later. But I'm going to go with, I wouldn't put no money on this, but I'm going to just say this, Tasha, and you remember this game vividly. When Jimmy Johnson finally got that home game in the Orange Bowl against Oklahoma, they don't lose national championship games at home. I'm taking Miami with the points. Let me couch that with the points. Indiana gonna win, but I'm taking Miami to cover. All right, just cover. I want y'all to quote me correctly because that offense, to your point, Tasha, if you're having problems moving the ball against Ole Miss in the first half, you might not score. The first play of the game right last night to the house. Pick six. You're done.
Interception straight to the house.
Now, Brayson, don't get scared. Don't start adding top 10 to the list. Stand on it.
We went from top to top 10.
Stand on it, Brayson. Don't do that.
Now, Brayson, like I said, if he wins, because we all said Miami done lost, they done bought a used car with a fresh coat of paint on it.
A lemon?
They bought a tomato.
Brayson. Now I know you're not in the booth, but you still got to tell the truth. The comments are the sister of the booth. So you don't do that. Like don't let Mike bully you.
I didn't say nothing.
Mike, you're a bully.
I didn't say nothing.
You are a bully. Both of y'all are bullies. I love that though. I feel like I got security when I hang out with them. Greetings and salutations. Shamika Nicole, you look lovely. How did the Peach Bowl performance impact Dante Moore's draft stock? Great question, Junior.
It's the fact that they were saying, should he stay in school to avoid the Jets? Motherfucker might need to stay in school, period. Because he got sacked 2 times in a row. But that's not to him, that's the line. But yeah, he didn't look good. He didn't look good at all.
Now Jody, you said what about Jody? Now wait a minute. He says, I guess that don't count. Look, we had a man running with butter knives. He was on the run with butter knives. We was distracted. We had 2 that
nobody knew about. So Jody, come on now. We done gave up that narcotic. We done moved on to a new coach.
Right, and that's a great segue because actually, and we all got Indiana, by the way. But actually, Jack Johnson with a headset derailed our program.
You know what?
Google him. Y'all we're not doing this.
Stop talking to me. I'm getting ready to log out. He did everything but transport that girl across state lines, which is how they got Jack Johnson. If you don't know.
Johnson with a headset derailed her. So we'll give you that now.
Jack Johnson. If you guys don't understand that,
Google him after the show.
Google him
after the show. And here come the Buckeyes.
The same thing that they got Jack Johnson on is why Diddy got prosecuted and why Diddy's in jail.
That is facts, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the YouTube video. It's like 19 minutes on the story of Jack Johnson and how what happened to him played a role into how we prosecute those cases today. Excellent job by you. Now, producer Mike, Michigan. We segueing, and I'm going to get to your comments, Jarrell and Brayson and Shamika and Junior. But Mike, producer Mike, I need that Michigan back. So we can jump on into that. I need that Michigan. Yeah. I need this back. While y'all talking, good morning, Martrice. Good morning, Buckeye Nation. And I'm going to get to the comments in just a second. But Michigan, I hadn't had a chance to talk to y'all on Wax about this. But we have a new head coach. His name is Kyle Whittingham, former Utah Ute, widely regarded as a slam dunk hire for the University of Michigan from a national perspective. All of the national pundits think that Michigan nailed this hire. Now, Tasha, I want to come to you first because you were very vocal that you were not on board with the hiring of Sharon Moore, Jack Johnson. You know that's his name from now on, Tasha. Mike, I'm going to send you the YouTube video after, when you do a number 2 to later on today or tomorrow, you can watch it and be like, oh, I get it. And they got his ass too. Like, humble yourself, Jack. He got caught up just like Sharon. Are you on board with this hire, Tasha?
I mean, to be honest, I like the hire, but his record at Utah and Michigan is basically the same record during that same time period. So is he just going to give us the same, or is he going to be able to come in, rejuvenate, and do something different, which is what I hope, because he hasn't had the same type of quarterbacks that we've had at Michigan, right, at Utah. So maybe he can be that one coach to do what Coach I don't see color, Coach Jack Johnson IV would do, is open up that fucking playbook and make our quarterback throw the ball. And people argue, oh, well, maybe they didn't coach him to throw because he can't throw. Yes, he can.
He can throw.
I want that offense to be opened up, and I think that's something that our new coach will do, is open up that playbook. And I think, like I said, what Mike always says, you get a couple of years, where you got to get your guys in there. Yeah. If you're getting guys in, if guys are buying into what he's selling, I think that he can. I'm not sure. I can see a college playoff in the future, but I don't think within the next 2 years. I'm hoping. And also, y'all, he rides a motorcycle, and we all know what happened to the last coach that drove a motorcycle. He had a bitch on the back and had a wreck, and
Not only that, but coming off the heels of Jack Johnson, please don't come in here with that foolishness, Kyle.
Right, yeah, and get you a new secretary and make sure she old.
Right, do the Harvey Specter.
Right, from Suits, yeah.
Get you a heart, like y'all who rock on Netflix, y'all roll with us on this. Now, Mike, she literally brought up your question. I love the simpatico today. She brought up your question because my question for you is our timeline for Moore, not Tasha's. I'm talking to you, Mike. It's just me and you right now because Tasha be tripping.
What?
Our timeline for Moore, Mike, our timeline, me and you, my brother. Our timeline was starting from 2024. It was 2026, college football playoff berth. 2027, bring that natty home. 2028, go on to the league. That's out. That's out now. Now that we have Whittingham in, does that change your timeline? It changes. Well, Tasha just put her answer on wax that she's going to give it a couple of years. So she's not going to have. Are you going to give it a couple of years?
I think the timeline is still there. I think the expectation, especially with the stuff that he's bringing in, the coaching staff, the players, bringing that physicality back. I think it's still there. 2026 playoffs, 2027, everybody returns when they could go to the NFL. 2027 champion.
Tasha, I just want to push back on something that you said about opening up the offense, at least this year. I agree that we need more balance next year. And I think Mike agrees with you as well. But here's the thing. We saw the Cheez-It Bowl where, in my opinion.
No, I didn't see the Cheez-It Bowl.
I know you don't do that. A record number of people tuned in for college bowl season this year. Arch was cooking so bad, I think that it got in Bryce's head. And we see what happens with this offense when Bryce just drop back, throw the ball. He throwing off his hind leg. He throwing the ball with no base set. He like it was
because he needs to be coached to throw.
Yes,
you got to
I
work
agree.
on those mechanics.
I agree, but I think that's why we were so conservative with him in the big games. Did it come back to bite us? It did. It did come back to bite us.
Because you had a coach that was too concerned about his damn jump off.
I agree. I agree.
His $19 million quarterback.
I agree. Number 19 with $19 million. I love that. Now let's get to some of these comments. Damn, Ducks got drowned last night. They needed Howard the Duck out there.
Ducky, quack.
I loved every second of it. I did. Abrasive says, never said he's top 10, but will go down as an all-time great QB, 3 chips, and an all-time winning record.
You know what? In the case of Carson Beck, it doesn't matter.
It matters, Tasha. Don't do that.
No, I'm serious because he, for whatever reason, is so I don't even like him. He's so unliked. Tebow will forever be, not in my opinion, he's the college god. And no one is ever going to put him on that same level as they do Tebow. No.
I agree with that, Tasha.
When you ask people, what do they always say? The greatest college football player ever is always a damn Tim Tebow.
I've said that before.
But if you're going to do that, they will never put Carson Beck on the same level as Tebow. They're not.
No, Brayson will, but Brayson was born 7 months ago. He's 7 months old.
I mean, top 10's it's a heavy feat, and I think if you like to Tasha's point, you got Cam Newton, you got Manziel, you got Kyler Murray, you got all these great college quarterbacks.
But don't leave out Tommy Frazier. To your point,
he ain't touching top 10.
Junior, go back and watch the episode called Sharon Moore Fired. And look at this, and look at Fredette Krueger down there with them damn knives. She had YouTube on fire that day breaking out the door. Get your ass back here. Mike,
you about to go get more. You know what she's getting.
Mike, we moving on. Mike, okay, while she's doing that, let's catch up with the chat. Because the chat is popping. Chalmers is the second best QB in the draft. Mike, do you agree with that? Because I'm assuming he's saying Mendoza is number 1.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
I love what I saw from him. So we agree there, Jody. I love what I saw from him in the CFP. Tasha?
I just want to know what the hell that brother thought he was going to do with these fucking butter knives. You can't even cut butter with these hoes.
She was like, I want to hear that phone call when she was like, no, I think he's going to spread some mayonnaise on me. That's what he did last week.
Making that grilled cheese.
He ate some mayonnaise out my booty.
Had I said that, you would have been talking about moving along in a hurry, Mike. I just need y'all to have
That's why we need Mike here, because Mike is our red squiggly line under the email word. He's like, no, that ain't the right word. Mike
since in there, we got to send prayers up for our little baby boy, for our nephew Elijah, who had shoulder surgery a couple of days ago. So happy healing to our nephew.
Yes, and good morning, Mama Fernandez in the house. Melanie Taylor, good morning. Melanie, you be flipping up those profile pictures. I see you.
No, because see J15 coming. So, Melanie got to start stunting on us.
I see you. Now, Jarrell, your quarterback looked good in the Cheez-It Bowl throwing to my horns. Now, look. Against the grain, we might have to have a face-off with Against the Grain, because y'all ain't finna come on this show knocking on our door trying to sell us Jehovah's Witness.
All I know is Jarrell trolled me really, really bad. But you know what, Jarrell? Because I love you and your lovely wife, I'm gonna let it pass. But because they peoples. And Farrah, you stay out of this. Nice, bro.
You stay out of this. Bryce. He's like, woo, tough crowd. Beck is trash, Farrah.
Thank you.
He's not trash.
Thank you, my sister.
He's not trash. I bet
he didn't show up.
That's that Kruger down here. Thank God we got Mike back to the store.
Cabin the girl's house with butter knives.
Mike, I'm so glad he's gone now. That's just so unserious. We're a serious program. That's just so unserious. I am so glad we got Kyle Whittingham.
Nationally televised. No, what do they call it? Nationally syndicated?
Right. Right. Butter will just make you ashy. Jarrell, that's why she ain't left you, huh? You keeping it.
Yeah, I was like, how you know that, man? You know what? That's after dark. Okay.
Yeah, It's way too early for that explanation. Thank you, Mike. That's his moving on in a hurry. Oh, always ways. That's J13, the one and only.
I'm sorry. J13. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to have a whole bunch of people mad at me.
That's called a chin checking, Mike. All right. With his more trees. Well, come on, man. Mike, can you take up for Beck real quick? Can you at least give him some flowers? None? No flowers for Beck.
What you mean flowers?
No.
I mean, Farrah can't say anything about old age because we all know her favorite quarterback is 32. He played for every conference.
You being kind. He was 32 at Auburn. He was 32 at Auburn. All right. Speaking of 32, the NFL started with 32. We are down to 14 teams in the playoffs. I am really excited about Wildcard Weekend. Now, Mike, I know that you caught the show, some live, some syndicated last week. And there was a young man that was in the chat that told Tasha that Seattle was about to spank that ass. I don't know where he is this morning.
Yeah.
We want to see your teeth this morning. Can I say that, Mike?
Yeah. His little picture. He's like,
yeah. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Right. Watch it, sucker.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Oh, Lord, the Bronco fans is coming for me. I'm sorry, ladies.
Right. Good morning, Ryan. Hey, if you hadn't hit that sub, make sure you do that. We are doing fantastic. Now, one of these two ain't gonna be doing fantastic in 24 hours, and that's what's good. We're glad to see that you're doing good. He don't have to be the favorite. He just gotta win. Who's gonna win today? Let's start with the first game that's going to take off in a few hours. We have the LA Rams, as you can see, the 5 seed here versus the 4 seed Carolina Panthers. Now, a couple of notes. The Carolina Panthers did beat the Rams earlier this year, 31-28. In that game, they controlled the line of scrimmage. They ran the ball effectively, 165 yards rushing. They also forced 3 Matt Stafford turnovers, one of his worst performances of the season. Mike, can they duplicate that? They're 5-2 at home all time in the playoffs. Will it be 6-2 this afternoon?
I got the Rams. So Carolina is definitely surprising me. Overall, they're not consistent. I mean, look at their record, 8-9. I know they're lately have better, better run, but it's still the Rams.
Tasha?
Yeah. I mean, when you had to pray and hope that things fell out the way they did just in order for you to get to the playoffs against a team who is set up to win a championship.
Yes.
It's going to be a struggle. I mean, you always say, oh, we drafting to win the championship, but we all know the truth. Some teams are just built differently.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to say, stranger things have happened. Although I don't see it, because you got my boy Jerry Verse out there and the good defense that the Rams possess, because my 49ers had to run up against them twice. I don't see them getting through that defense.
I'm gonna to go to the middle square in that maize and blue. I think that the one Devontae Adams return is huge because they specifically saved him for the playoffs. And 2, keep your eyes on number 2, on Deuce, Blake Corum in this game. His ascension as a legitimate 1A running back complement to Kyron Williams makes this team balanced. And a balanced team is a dangerous team in the playoffs. I got them in the Super Bowl myself personally.
To your point, I think the midseason fumble that Blake had, actually it was early.
That's where I was going.
First couple weeks. I think that humbled him pretty well. I'm like, hey, this is a league you'll get benched for weeks.
Yeah.
And McVay was like,
yeah,
come here, bro.
Yeah.
Let me holler at you. That's exactly where I was going, Mike. I was like, the fumbles, when he kept fumbling and they pulled him out, I was like, oh shit, you know how that is. They're gonna have him disappear. Right. But yeah, that brother out there running, because y'all know he's got a baby on the way. Him and his lovely wife expecting their first child. So he running for diapers. Yeah,
he got that. Right. He's getting that father strength. Y'all know.
Right, that dad strength. I am a huge fan of him and everything that he did for the University of Michigan. he's one of the few players that I follow from Michigan where I root for their success. Normally, I don't care no more once you get to the pros if you're playing against my team. But his ascent has really made them dangerous and balanced. And Jared Verse and those guys, they're going to get after Trae Young. It was a great story, Carolina, but we'll holler at y'all. Now, tonight, we have Ryan's Green Bay Packers, and he asked who our favorite teams are. His Green Bay Packers take on the Chicago Bears, the number 2 seed. Their third matchup in like a month. They split the regular season series. To answer your question, Ryan, she's a 49er fan. I'm a Titans fan. That's why I have on a John Morant jersey.
Stop lying. You are a Cowboys fan, so stop lying to the people.
Wait a minute. Don't ever accuse me, Waffle, of lying. What you say?
You are a cow bitch fan, so let's just let the record show.
First of all, if you see a bitch, you slap a bitch. That's what you do. Like, damn.
Right down there. If I could get to the all your players, they in Cancun right now. So let me catch a flight real fast.
Cancun is a great place.
And just
now,
go
wait a minute. Tasha said, and the next time you accuse me of stealing, I'm gonna
kick
your
ass again.
I'm a Titans fan, bro, and a Cowboys fan. So y'all pray for me. Mike is an Eagles fan. We'll get to him in just a minute. Chicago, Green Bay. Ryan's Green Bay Packers. Let me ask you this, Tasha, because I already know what your answer going to be. Caleb Williams was 58 yards shy of becoming the first quarterback in Chicago Bears history to throw for 4,000 yards. Are you ready to apologize to this young man on his career arc?
For what?
For real.
For who?
For real. You ready to apologize? We're waiting.
You don't hold your breath because your ass is gonna go flatline waiting on me.
And we know you won't resuscitate Mike.
You're not gonna keep accusing me of killing your ass or leaving you for dead.
I had to come up with the Undertaker.
It's a lie. I ain't never been so thin. It's a lie.
Ryan, she let me die when she heard the coffee maker beeping and she thought it was my sleep machine. And she sat in my house and
she went back to her room.
No. I thought he was dead because his alarm on his phone kept going off.
Oh, it was my alarm on the phone.
And
it was my alarm on my phone.
It. So then I was thinking, oh shit, did his machine cut off? And y'all, I was nervous. So as I started to get out of the bed is when I heard him in the kitchen making coffee. And that's when I opened the door and I told him, damn, I thought you was dead.
And I immediately texted Mike because I had no more answers. I was like, she was really finna let me die in here, Mike.
I was
leave her and not take her to the fair.
Okay, stop. I gotta stop this.
No, we gotta
I want everybody to answer this question truthfully. Think about it. If you're with your good friend or best friend, and they just so happen you wake up
to die,
and they're dead, are you going to, or you think they're dead? Your first initial response is not going to be, let me run to this motherfucker. I panicked because I thought my friend was dead because I was like, what do I do? Let me call AP. Let me call Steph. Let me call somebody.
AP, Steph, Michael Hasso, did she call you? Did she hit your inbox that I think my friend is dead?
But once I heard that coffee, smelled the coffee, that Santo Domingo's best that I always bring you.
Woke me right on up.
And I said, oh.
That's why she tried to throw that in there. Because she know I love that coffee. We moving on in a hurry. All right. So you're not apologizing to Caleb Williams. Mike, are you apologizing to Caleb Williams?
No, I got the Packers.
Oh, you just don't see y'all trying to double down on your hate. Let's be real. Y'all thought that he was a bust, didn't you?
I mean, that's just a one-year performance. We don't know what the hell he's gonna do next year.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me bring this down for a second. Because the people want this too. Against the grain sports versus the extra point, signed a contract, let's rumble.
Jarrell, let me put this out here. Jarrell, Jody has invited us how many times? And who do I always tell you guys? He's always busy.
Well,
I ain't never heard nothing. I never heard nothing.
Heard nothing. I ain't heard a peep.
Let me check my phone.
I'm gonna respond to this, Jarrell, like Apollo Creed did Rocky. Ding, ding. We can do that. Oh, we can do that. Now let's get back to the playoffs.
And he put them out.
Who you got? I got the Burrs. I believe in Caleb Williams. I believe he's that dude. I believe
that
that
loss in
all
there
he
for you,
needed was
hold
the
on.
right coaching, the same way that Bryce is going to get the right coaching from Coach Whittingham this year.
So
and then
what?
things are going to take off.
What is that? What is that porous Bears defense? Because that is their Achilles heel.
It is their Achilles heel, but I trust their porous defense more than what's that guy everybody was talking about that Dallas was going to miss this year? I think his name Micah. He's going to be watching the game on the couch like me.
First of all, no, don't be talking funky about him now.
I'm going to talk funky.
That dust-ass tarnished star on the side of his helmet. Again, even though he laid up in the MASH unit, his team is still in the playoffs while the bitches is in Cancun. And if I can catch a plane down there, I'm going to go down there and smack because you said you see a bitch, smack a bitch.
If I see you slap Dak on the beach, we gonna rumble. I'm gonna find you down there.
Hey,
you leave my quarterback out of this.
It won't be the first time Dak get his ass beat on the beach, and obviously he ain't hanging with the right kind of motherfuckers that I have.
Let me tell you this, Tasha T. Sizzle. More people will tune in to watch you and Dak fight on the beach than will tune in to watch your playoff game because that's America's team. We everywhere. We're in Cancun too. Mike, don't squint your face up, Mike. Don't squint your face up, Mike.
Are you telling me that the San Francisco 49er Eagles game is not going to bring viewers? Bruh. Stop playing.
I'll get to that game in a second and why it will bring viewers, but it ain't going to be for the reason that y'all like. Scared.
Hey, Jarrell, I've been on your show twice. So, hey, take me out of this equation. Take that y'all. And I've been on the show twice.
Mike, and we're going to move on to the next game. But, Mike, this is the reason why she'll let me die on my own living room couch because she immediately made it a me and you thing. Like, we're the ones who scared.
Bro,
she didn't even stand with her own team. That's why we ain't going to win.
Out there, and what you not going to do is say, Tasha, ever back down from a fight or from a challenge.
Yo, I remember seeing her fist fight in the lunchroom in high school.
It was not. It was in the hallway on the second floor.
It started in the lunchroom because you started that fight, and it continued on the second floor lockers. I was there. I saw every second of it. You started that fight.
Why
see what had happened was.
That's what had happened was.
I put my business out.
That's why she started that fight, y'all. Mike be fighting too. The first time I hung out with Mike, he started a fight.
No. Who is this is finna get zapped?
Hey, there's another Jarrell in the house. Hey, shouts out to Jarrell.
And this Jarrell sound like a hater just like the other one.
Jarrell, hit that sub button because you my brother in Christ. Because I totally agree with you. 49ers, too many significant injuries. She won't call people a mash.
I agree with the significant
trash.
But we got where we needed to be with those significant injuries.
That is true. Warner's the heart and soul of that defense. Oh, so he knows his football. Hit that sub, my brother.
I mean, he is. But
we might as well talk about that game right now.
We might as well talk about that game right now. Let's get to it.
Supporting us. I mean,
let's get to it.
You got
the 49ers. The 49ers have one offensive play. I think the Eagles know that it's the Christian McCaffrey dump off option that goes in the slot.
No.
That's it.
No. I'm gonna let you have that because we all know what the outcome would have been had we had a quarterback in that NFC Championship game, and I stand on that.
Y'all had like 4. What are you talking about? How many did you want? How many quarterbacks you want?
Our banged up running back was our quarterback in that NFC Championship game.
Right. Now, thank you, Jarrell. But wait a minute. He says exactly 100%. I'm curious to know which one of you two he was agreeing with on that. I think he was agreeing with Mike. I think he was agreeing with the guy with the goatee.
Just subscribe. Now you in the family, you in the fold, you can catch the smoke too. He probably a hater.
She will cuss you out. Like she a bully. I work with 2 bullies. Like, how can someone with a gentle, kind spirit like me be linked to these 2 bullies? Literal bullies.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
They my bullies, though. They my bullies. Good morning, T-Dub. Bro, when we get to Pittsburgh, you might want to log out because I got some bad news for you, bro.
Hey, TT.
I can't even keep up. Glad the statute of limitations as Pastiana was there. She remembered.
I need y'all to quit putting my business.
Troy Logan was there,
right?
I'm putting my business out in the street.
Hey, Troy Logan was there. He remembers. He remembers. Hey, I love her energy. Hey,
thank you, Jarrell.
Do it for a week under the same roof. You're gonna be drained. You're gonna need an IV.
Jarrell, put it this way. Now, since they want to talk funky about me, if I ever heard your machine go off, I'm gonna call 911 before I even leave.
Someone please call 911. Good morning, Miss Hastings. Miss Hastings was there. We told her after the thing, Tasha got to fight. today at lunch. Farrah called me a snitch. Where was that? Farrah, she called me Gunner.
First of all, ain't gonna be no Gunner slander.
Hey, Gunner's doing better than all those rappers combined right now. All
well,
the ones
they just gave Young Thug back his money, his cars, and his jewels.
She says, wow, lies everywhere. What? Look, Mike, every time you come back from a hiatus, we get to fighting with the comments.
Hey, I didn't say nothing. I'm chilling. Hey, I'm drinking the coffee. Yeah. I'm like Kermit, just like.
Now, we got a football player here, y'all. He played collegiate football down South University of Southern Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so did Brett Favre slide you a little something? Because he was stealing money and dispersing it to that school.
You been to that new volleyball facility when he was
Have you played volleyball in the Brett Favre facility?
When he was down there stealing money, welfare queen?
Torrance, what? Me and Mike are here. What, do we chop liver? What are we, mannequins? The hell going on here? Don't come in my house and don't speak to me and my dog.
He passes you the one that opened the door to get to Tasha.
Mike, that was hurtful, but that was true. She good, folks. She good. Reginald Major said, good morning, family. Tasha, as soon as I brought up that fight, everybody who had eyeballs on it checked into the chat. That just lets me know that I ain't told not one lie. And I would say the name of the person, but she might be watching. I think I'm a Facebook friend to her, so we're going to leave her out of it. Who you fought that day. Good morning. I hope you're doing well if you fought Tasha. Stay out of the chat because I won't post it.
What do you mean, Jessica?
Miles was rage baiting Tasha after the game.
Oh, nephew, all 6'6" of nephew.
Say something about my godson and see what happens.
Almost got these hands.
Y'all, we got it. Okay, look, Mike, you notice she's deflecting because you already put it out there why Philly gonna win. We ain't heard nothing about why the 49ers gonna win.
Cause we ain't losing. That's why.
Y'all, my only regret in this Philadelphia-San Francisco game, and I was just trolling Mike and Tasha. Of course, that's going to be the most viewed game on Sunday because of the history of those two, and from barring a line from their college segment, the brands. East Coast versus West Coast, two traditional story franchises going at it, winner take all. My only regret in this game is that Mike and Tasha can't both be eliminated this weekend.
Dang, the hate.
You know, Mike, we're going to let him have this because, his teams probably never sniff the playoffs or a deep playoff run. While Jerry on here talking about he want to be the owner with the most.
We're going to get to Jerry in just a second. And and Reggie said weak if you don't.
When Crafty Tug got 6 and he 3 and 85 with 1 foot on the banana peel. But I'm not going to go there.
He says, wait, he's 6'6" as well. Shout out to nephew. See, he's already family.
You already family, Jarrell. Welcome.
Tasha, don't be clicking on his LinkedIn.
Dang, Miles is 6'6"?
Miles is 6'6". No, every bit of 6'6".
Miles
every bit
of 6'6".
Hey, I'll mock up a contract if you want,
Keep talking. I'm gonna find the last photo we took. So keep talking.
Hey, what's up? This is my first time seeing y'all show. Bolt up. Hey, we got a fake Chargers fan right here in the middle.
We got a Chargers fan.
No,
okay.
See, he's a real Chargers
fan.
Some
hardball,
here in the middle square.
Shout out.
Fan. But what's up, man? Hit that sub. Glad to meet you, House of Carolina. Now, Reggie told you, watch your damn mouth. Tasha, the chat ain't with y'all today. You see the boys.
Look, but look at his profile pic. That says it all.
Oh, Jarrell, you're a Ravens fan. We about to get to you in a second. So,
Jarrell, you may not like Paul after this because he had so much shit to talk about. Lamar last week, man.
And everything I said came true. Did he win or did he lose?
A lie. You're not gonna keep putting that shit on Lamar. I done told you.
Did he win or did he lose?
You keep Lamar's name out your mouth.
Mike, did you agree with me or did you disagree with me?
No, I agree with you.
All right, because Mike is a footballer.
I tell you.
Fake Charger fan. What the hell? He's a Harbaugh fan. You see the Michigan hoodie. But Harbaugh could be coaching in hell, and he'd have on a red fiery hoodie today, and that's okay. That's my brother. That's
Man, I've been picking the Chargers every week.
He has. And the fact that they're in the playoffs is probably why he's leading the pick'ems. All right, so let's go to another game that I am very interested in seeing. And by the way, I'm not taking either team. Just give me a loss because I can't stomach the fact of picking one of y'all to win that game. Like, just give me a schedule loss on that one.
All right, got you.
Buffalo. Damn, Mike, you're supposed to fight for me to pick.
Y'all, I'm 5'4", and this is Miles.
Dang.
Take Reggie's comment down.
He was about to breastfeed you, wasn't he?
That's Miles. And Tree just sent me something. Wait a minute. Let me see what Tree sent me.
Well, while you working on that, we're gonna set the stage for Buffalo versus Jacksonville.
Oh, look at what she just sent me, Paul.
Now, y'all, I'm every bit of 6'2", and he bent down in that picture to get us all in there. That is my boy.
He said, "Hold up, let me take this for y'all."
Right there. That's my heart. Now, Martrice, I'm going to get to you in just a second. Jacksonville, Buffalo. The all-time series is tied 10-10. Buffalo, Josh Allen, all of that good stuff. Jacksonville is riding an 8-game winning streak going into this matchup. The matchup is in Jacksonville, where they've won the 2 playoff games that they've had against Buffalo. Josh Allen has not been good on the road. Tasha T. Sizzle, does Josh Allen get it done tomorrow?
No.
I agree with you. I agree. Mike,
I got Buffalo. Just going off Vegas, because the line right now is Jacksonville -1, which means what?
Which means that on the neutral site, Buffalo will be favored by 2.5.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's why I got Buffalo.
And to Mike's point, the last time they gave a white quarterback some black swag, a Kirk and a Cousins got a chain, what happened?
He saved their season.
They gave,
well, he didn't save the coach.
Sunshine a custom-made grill. He was stunting with it.
The chat is conflicted because Reggie says Buffalo, Troy says no. I got Jacksonville.
I got Duval.
Let me ask you this, Tasha. Is this a must-win game for Sean McDermott with no Baltimore and no Kansas City in the fold?
Yeah, and then going back to your Lamar point, I'm gonna need for Josh Allen to get that same fucking slander that Lamar Jackson gets if he can't will his team. He has a weak offense other than Cook.
Yeah. Now, it's the number 1 rated rushing offense in Buffalo versus the number 1 rated rush defense in Jacksonville. Mike, you typically lean defense in these matchups. Is Josh Allen over Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence? Is that the kicker for you, the quarterback play?
I think so. I think the overall team experience is going to do it for me. Playoffs is a whole different ball game.
It is.
And I think Buffalo has that experience.
It is.
But the thing is, Sunshine has been in this for a long time. Now, you can't equate a college national championship to an NFL championship.
You can if you're Michigan.
But he's been there before. Sunshine is, and y'all always tell y'all, I always get Sunshine on my fantasy team.
You do. You believed in him.
Sunshine got me, didn't because I didn't start him that week. Sunshine got me 63 points one week. I didn't start. I still won, but I didn't start him. I think now he kind of understands when he took off that one time to get that touchdown. I forgot who they playing because he wanted that win. Yeah. That's when I think it finally clicked into his head. He's got like John Elway when he took off, did the helicopter spin.
Yeah, that was the thing that changed his whole narrative. John Elway, that helicopter spin.
I think it's finally clicking with Sunshine, and now Duval actually has something to believe in. Like he said, you got Etienne out there, you got the defense, you got everything that's coming together. Is no reason why they shouldn't beat Buffalo. I mean, you got Khalil Shakir out there that he's throwing the ball to. You got Cook. You got a cadre of tight ends.
Yeah, Knox and Kincaid.
Yeah. So, I don't know if Kincaid's ass is gonna play because I had
Kincaid is the new Anthony Davis.
Never played.
Right, he's the new Anthony Davis.
The street clothes, the football version.
Nope, that's too soon.
Okay. I mean, it's really going to be interesting because we know at any given time, Josh Allen can take over the game. He can pull a Cam Newton,
but he does too much sometimes, though.
Yeah, he does too much, but sometimes he needs to do that because he knows that his offense sometimes is non-existent. But if they
on his shoulders.
But if they can stop Dalvin Cook, let him get a few off, but if they can stop Dalvin Cook, the game will be easier because that'll make them one-dimensional and they're going to throw, and then we all know how that's going to end.
We all know how that's going to end. I am that doubleheader right there is going to be fantastic. Thank God they put that on Sunday where everybody can just kind of ease into their day and not have a bunch of honey-do list stuff to do. All right, Sunday night, Chargers, New England. Now, we know Mike. We just set the stage. We know Mike got the Chargers. Tasha's spitting facts. But Mike got the Chargers. Tasha, who do you have?
Anybody but the Chargers.
And it's not Harbaugh for me. It's Herbert.
Yeah. Herbert is proven over time and time again that he's not that guy.
He's Lamar Jackson.
You're not gonna again. You're gonna keep
Lamar Jackson.
You're gonna keep Lamar's name out your mouth.
He's Wash Allen. I don't trust him. Not street clothes. Oh, sideline Sam. I like sideline Sam. That's John Morant and sideline Sam. Sideline Yosemite Sam is John Morant. Mike, can I just tell you something real quick? I don't want Tasha to hear this. Do you know that in the last 3 years, Anthony Davis has played in 127 games? John Morant has played in 77. But he don't get the same smoke. It's like, look at that face, your face. That's why your ass about to get traded to Toronto. All right. Don't forget about Myers either. Right, Myers, the team took off when Myers got there. They ain't lost a game since he's been the wide receiver there. Good job by you. We can upset New England. Are y'all gonna be upset? All right, around 10:32 p.m. Central Time. Y'all gonna be upset? All right.
No, I mean so this is tough because my football side says New England easy. And so does the rest of America. Like you see it on here. It's they got 85% people picking New England money line.
And I'm one of the 85.
The scary part is when that stuff happens, you get a major upset. So watch out.
Mm-hmm. Because just like y'all say, oh, they've never been there before, so they don't know. Drake May, he's still a little wet behind the ears, smelling all like Similac.
Drake May win the MVP.
You know they're going to get that as a consolation prize to Stafford.
It's not a consolation prize when you got 4,700 yards passing and 46 touchdowns.
I don't think Stafford deserves the MVP.
He absolutely gets my vote. He has 2 playoff losses. The first one wasn't his fault. The second one was, and as a Cowboys fan, I know you ain't really. Oh, hit that sub so we can do this all the time.
That's a whole hour segment right there.
What was that, Mike?
I said that's a whole hour segment right there.
I love you.
Martrice, don't damn Ja after you sent me all that Ja slander in my inbox. Don't you do it, Treese.
You know why? You know why I think Ja doesn't get the same standard? Because Ja is exciting to watch when he's out there.
Yeah. And Mike's shaking his head. And
no, I'm shaking it to Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis be having injuries. Ain't nobody touch him. Like, what happened to your hand? Ain't nobody touch you.
I saw the replay. He just kind of did this, and now he's out. His whole
ain't nobody touch him.
And they said for months, welcome back, Mike. People are loving you and Tasha in the chat today. Now, House Carolina, look, the Cowboys done been through enough. Let's not do that. Now, let's go to Monday night. Because T jumped off the chat before we got to the Monday night game.
Mm-hmm.
He told us thanks for the entertainment. Headed to another show, Our Take. Now, we're going to still plug your show, but don't run from this smoke because Coach SpongeBob Shoes, you up next.
Tasha ain't picking the Steelers. Come on now.
You know I'm a fan. I am too, Tasha, but I gotta wear this until as long as he get traded, and it's going right next to AJ Brown and all the other athletes that I jinxed by buying their paraphernalia. Now, Monday night, we got the ABOB Bowl. We got Houston versus Pittsburgh in the former ketchup bottle. We got Catholic priests putting sage in the end zone. We got Coach Keeper Job, who was a wide right away from being on Mike's coaching list that we're about to get to in just a second. Now I asked you this about McDermott, Mike, but is it even a reason to ask you or a need to ask you about Tomlin's future should he lose this game on Monday night?
I think he's past that point. I think you said like he keeps the job because they keep getting him to the playoffs randomly. Like he's gonna stay there. He's gonna stay there.
He's Toonsis the cat with some black Air Forces on.
Yeah, meow. Yep.
Not Toonsis catching straight.
No, stick around for this, Torrance. T-Dub. We love you, T-Dub. And I will be watching your show.
I'm going to be on your side, though.
Go ahead, Tasha. Who you got? Because Mike you got Houston, don't you, Mike?
Yes, sir.
I got Houston in a rout.
I mean, I'm scared to death of Houston. Because we all know that defense is not to be fucked with. But what scares me is C.J. Stroud. As much as I love him, and y'all know I never do no ABOB slander. And I never thought I'd say this. Outside of that offensive line, he is their weak link.
There
And
there
it's not.
is
It's and
no
it's
no no.
not,
I agree with you, Tasha, because I'm
but it's
taking
not.
Aaron Rodgers over him in a tight game.
It's not his fault.
It
But
is.
because that's his style of play. You can't expect kind of like how with Shador, how everybody thinks Shador, if he's getting in a pickle, he's just supposed to drop back and take off running. That's not his style of play.
It wasn't his style of play when we won 46-23 either. In the shoe, when he couldn't get away from Graham and them. Remember, he couldn't get away from Graham, and he started throwing YOLO passes. We were intercepting it, and when he was missing wide open receivers, when he was seeing ghosts.
That's my thing. When you are like a pass first quarterback, I mean, he's like a younger version of Aaron Rodgers, basically. Not really mobile unless, damn, they really finna stab me in my neck. I got to take off running. The thing about Pittsburgh is, and that's I had this discussion. One of my daughter's friends who is a big Lamar Jackson fan.
Bless her heart.
And I told her, I said, I'm sorry. I said, but Tomlin needed this more because Lamar has time. I don't necessarily think Tomlin's job is going to be on the line, but bruh, you gotta win this game. And
if it didn't happen in 2 years, if it didn't happen in 3 years, if it ain't happened in 5 years,
he has the longest streak of not winning playoff games than any other coach that has won a Super Bowl.
But yet, you come on here on Al Gore's internet each and every Saturday morning and you cape for him.
Because you already know it's hashtag ABOB. And I'm so upset that I got to watch black on black violence on Monday night because I hates it.
Well, let's transition because Pittsburgh, it may be 9 on Tuesday morning. But for now, we have a quarter of the league of the NFL looking for new head coaches. We have 8 out of the 32 teams that are looking for new head coaches. So Michigan Mike, the betting man, he put together his power rankings of these job openings. Mike, take it away.
All right. I'm going to go through what my rankings are. I got 4 on there. I was going to split it up, but to be honest, I got 8 Arizona, 7 Miami. Miami got a huge deficit in that salary cap. I don't think people know they broke. And they don't have any success right now.
They what?
Like, what y'all doing over there? Arizona don't know what they're doing. Falcons, bruh, like they got to rebuild a little bit with their front office, their coaches. Like,
but Mike, to your point, the Falcons, their issue is the front office because
they not no more. They fired him.
I mean,
they don't know what they're doing.
Players that was Miami that just hired the old guy from Green Bay.
Yeah, that was Atlanta cleaned house.
And then I got 4 and 5 because I think they're pretty interchangeable. I think if you had Cleveland's situation in like a higher city, like New York or something like that, it would be an obvious 4. But Cleveland has a good thing going right now. It's just their brand, like it's Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Giants have better talent, I think, to start out with. I'm talking about like young talent, and they have some money. So I think that's why I have them at 4. And then the top 3. Here we go. I think number 1's obvious. They have a good quarterback, MVP. They got a good running back, that's starting to carry the ball a little bit better. They just need a healthy team and someone they're just apart. They're everywhere. They're fighting each other. Like it's just everywhere. I think that one's an easy fix. Number 2, I think they have the number 1 overall pick. That's a good for a head coach to have. They have some money in Vegas. They have a huge salary cap to work with. And then I have the Titans at 3. Kind of similar to Vegas. They have some money.
Mike, you're getting some. You're getting some people that's rocking with you on your power.
What I hate about Vegas is the fact that Tom Brady's is in charge.
The goat.
He ain't the GOAT. Jerry Rice.
What
they're going to do is and this is my point. What they're going to do is rely so much on Tom Brady. And we all know the greatest of the greatest athletes don't make the best coaches and or decisions.
You mean Jordan?
No, just in general. Look what Magic does. He stunk up the place.
Magic got about 15 championships since he done bought all them teams.
But I'm talking about when he was coaching.
Oh, yeah. Coaching, he was bad.
Because they look for a certain greatness that they achieve, and they want to wield their greatness on people who obviously don't want to work. They don't want to put that in. So what I'm saying is everybody's talking about Mendoza. Mendoza is the going to be the same story. Great college quarterback, ass in the league.
We should. It depends on what they do with their coaching there.
But they're already comparing him to Tom Brady. There's no.
Please no. Let's not do that. Don't do that.
Right, they're already doing it.
Don't do that.
Stop comparing him to Tom Brady. Tom Brady in Michigan, we all know, was open ass. Tom Brady in the pros was magnificent. Ain't no way in hell Mendoza is anywhere near Tom Brady.
We're talking 7 championships with 2 different teams, and he won the custody battle with New England over.
Rhea said, "Yeah."
Bill Belichick, right? Hey, sweetie pie, about to come celebrate your birthday. Hope you like your gift. Tasha, Mike. Now, Reggie, he says I rock with Mike's list. Where are you with the Titans at 3? Do you agree? Because we know you love to hate on them.
It's not the fact that I love to hate on them. I remember I told you my issue is I don't like AFC teams. And when I was in Nashville, I didn't want them to get an AFC team. That's the only reason why I don't like the Titans. It's not a hate thing. Of course, I want the Titans to win, and I want them to do good. The Titans is not a good job.
Don't be nice. Just say it.
I mean,
but we do have a baby in the house.
Is Amy Adams. I do like the fact that sometimes Amy will open up her mouth and say stuff, but sometimes she may need to let somebody else give her advice, a la Jerry Jones. And take that advice.
Tasha, I'm gonna high five you. I agree with you there. Me and Mike talked prior to him putting together this list, and I was surprised to see Tennessee at number 3 because we've both lamented the fact that Amy Adams Strunk makes applying for that job like you got a high turnover rate. You're looking like Amazon out here, Tennessee. Hey, you're looking like you like if you're a person that has a great resume and a great foundation, you're not going to specifically go to companies with high turnover rates like a Tennessee Titans. And when I look at this, I'm thinking when I look at this list, it is John Harbaugh's power rankings is where I'm seeing when I'm looking at this because he can pick his job. Of course, Baltimore is out.
He can pick his job. But it's like, I think they pulled the plug on Ron Cawthorn a little too fast as a GM, to be honest.
He bombed in free agency, though. He got to go for the luxurious Snead trade because he fleeced us.
But you sitting there with Jeffrey Simmons, and like I said, y'all going to lose Jeffrey Simmons.
We're not going to lose Jeffrey Simmons. Don't say that, please, Lord Jesus, no.
That is a future Hall of Famer. And y'all are wasting his talent. It's going to be
no, Tasha. And Mike, I'm not going to let this spiral, but we can't be wasting his talent when he's already played in the AFC Championship game.
Right. But what I'm saying is that's not enough for a player of his caliber. They want to win. And you're constantly putting him on the field with bullshit. And he's not going to look.
So wait a minute. You said the same thing about Derrick Henry.
I don't want Jeffrey Simmons to leave. Derrick Henry is closer to winning a championship with Baltimore sitting on the damn bench than he is playing for Tennessee.
Mike, jump in, please. Mike.
No, I mean,
you got
the Titans got to the playoffs with him. So
you got Cam Ward. You've got
they beat Kansas City.
Offensive line to protect Cam Ward because you're going to have him out there. What's going to happen? He's going to get scared because he's going to constantly get hit and he's going to get scared. You got to get a coach in there and a GM who knows how to draft, who knows how to look at talent. Well, I was watching some show and they were talking about what's his name? The GM at with the Ravens that drafted
Ozzie Newsome.
Ozzie Newsome. And they were saying Ozzie, for whatever reason, had an eye for that talent. He wasn't getting lower tier. He just so lucked up to get the players from Miami, all the big players. You got to get a GM who has an eye for talent, no matter where they come from. And obviously who they've had in place ain't really been having them eyes.
Now, I agree with you up until a certain point because Mike Bergonzi, who was the first year GM this year, did a wonderful job with that rookie class headed by Cam Ward. We have Chimere Dike, who's a first-team All-Pro punt returner and wide receiver. The wide receivers, because Calvin Ridley was hurt, they stepped up and played well. The second-round pick missed half the season with a knee injury, but he was pretty good. I think they have some building block pieces, but they're a long way away. But, Mike, I want you to finish your point about her saying about Derrick Henry closer with Baltimore on the bench than with the Titans. What would you say?
Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, they have their chance. They didn't make the playoffs.
They're donezo.
Again, you had Lamar, who was injured, who was still injured when he came back out there, not making excuses for Lamar.
Yes, you are.
But no,
Yes, you
that
are.
goes again to the coaching.
No.
That's Harbaugh's fault for not putting the Kang in there. Y'all know ain't gonna never be no Kang slander because I loves Derrick Henry. The Ravens, as they are now, even if Harbaugh was still coaching them, are closer to winning than the Titans. It just
theoretically yes, but the Titans maximized his talents. The thing that you're
again, that's Harbaugh's fault. That's their offensive fault for not putting him in the game.
I agree. We agree there. We agree there. We agree there. Tasha, you're Harbaugh's agent. Where are you steering him out of this list?
If I'm Harbaugh, I would say Miami because y'all do know the ownership had a meeting with him on Wednesday.
Sure did. That was tampering too, by the way. They hadn't fired their coach yet.
But I don't know.
That, Tasha. Good point.
But I don't know. They're gonna have to get a quarterback for him to go down there because he's definitely not going to work with Tua. I don't know.
Tua's gone.
I don't know if Ewers is the answer. And what's the other guy that used to play for the Jets? That's on the roster.
He's not going. Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. They're gonna have to get a quarterback, but it's no decent quarterbacks coming out.
I think he's going to the Giants.
I would, if I was him.
That's what I was going to say. If you want an easy road, the Giants is the place to go because the team is already ready-made.
It's already ready-made.
You'll have Malik Neighbors coming back.
You will.
Scatterboo, mate, you're going to take some time, but you can get a wide.
Yeah, he's long-term future if you're signing a 5-year deal.
You got a YOLO quarterback who is in the prototype of Lamar Jackson.
He's got Rios too.
Yeah.
He can be a face of a franchise just with his personality.
You got a defense. That team is already ready made. They just need better coaching and to stay healthy.
I'm going to throw a name in the mix. Tasha, Mike, do y'all remember when Adam Schefter reported that 7 teams had already contacted Harbaugh like 25 minutes after he was fired, but there were only 6 openings at the time? So there was a team that hadn't fired their coach. Now, it could have been Miami, to your point, but I think it could have been Dallas as well. Because Jerry Jones, when you said earlier that he says he wants to retire as the owner with the most rings, you're 82 years old, bro. You're 82. You're going to be 83 by the end of next season.
But Schottenheimer did not do a bad job this year.
He didn't. But,
he didn't.
But if you're Jerry, you open up that checkbook because it doesn't count against the salary cap, and you try to money whip him.
But we know Jerry don't want to open up that checkbook for nobody.
Fair enough. Mike, do you have any locks for us this week? That great job.
No, I think we talked about all of them. Indiana for sure, but that's in a couple weeks. It's in like 3 weeks. It seems.
We want to say good morning to our resident newlywed. Good morning, Papa Hasso in the house.
Papa Hasso, even though you got that hook'em,
right.
We still love you, Papa Hasso.
I'm like, dang, really? That sign? No, it's still too soon. He didn't troll us about that, though, Mike. Did he troll you about that?
Mm-mm.
Did your brother troll you about it?
Nope.
Damn, we really down bad.
They knew. They were just eating their popcorn.
Troll me, right. Make it seem like not trolling me makes it seem like you already knew that was a foregone conclusion, and I don't like that. So, Mike, I think Mike's lock is the Indiana in the 7.5, right?
Yeah.
Tasha, who you shouting out today?
Damn, I told you every week I have shout outs and then I just forget them. I forget them.
Mike, who you shouting out today?
I mean, baby girl was just right here. It's her 3rd birthday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I want to give a shout out to Big Jeffrey Simmons, first team all-pro defensive tackle. 11 sacks, a new Titans record as a D lineman. I'm curious to see where he lands on the NFL top 100 this summer. There were no Tennessee Titans on the list last year. He's not only the best Titans player by a mile, he's one of the best players in the entire league.
Yes.
Klanga. The guy, there was a clip that I shared on Instagram to where in the offseason he said, I got to get 10 plus. And locally, we laughed. interior defensive lineman getting 10. Who you think you are? Aaron Donald? The man did 11. He got 11. The hard way. Because, and I'll finish on this. He got it the hard way, Mike, because the Titans didn't lead much. So teams weren't throwing the ball late in games against them. And he still got those numbers. Jeffrey Simmons, 98. Oh, I didn't know I had a little extra one in there. Wait.
No, see.
Wait. I shocked myself.
He said,
right. Also, no, like Mike, your shoulder blades. Next week, show your shoulder blades because Mike been putting in work too. He's got a home gym now. Y'all know Mike has a refrigerator with nothing but drinks in it. Like, how does the rich live?
I mean, that's what you do. You get you one and you put all your beverages in it.
Tasha.
yeah,
Like
it's the garage fridge.
Yeah.
Tasha.
Oh, I do have one shout out, and this
Go
is this is no shade because this brother
It is shade.
That's what that means.
Because this brother is a beast, and I would take him first off of any draft board if he was sitting there right now. But I got to give my shout out to Joe Burrow for allowing Myles Garrett to get that sack.
Oh, so was this a Patrick? I mean, not a Patrick.
It was a welfare queen.
A Brett Favre 2.0.
Yeah. Like, I understand you may not have wanted to take that hit because I wouldn't either.
Right.
But he kind of went down, but still shouts out to Myles Garrett for breaking that record. Because, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. As the happy birthdays pour in. Yeah, Brayson, like we everyday people. More than one fridge? Right. Like they acted like, doesn't everyone have 3 refrigerators? No, everybody don't. That's right.
Okay.
That's right, Brayson. We can only aspire. I
mean, you can at least get a little one and just put drinks in there. I've had more than one.
I got a little one for sale if you want it.
See? He got drip for sale.
But y'all sell drugs. I don't really know what these two do for a living.
I got a 4th fridge if you want that one too, bro. I got you. We'll take it offline.
Oh, wait a minute. Christina was like, let's see, wait a minute. They're family, though. So they're in the family business. She says, y'all don't have 3? Beautiful family, by the way. It was really good to see you a few weeks ago, Christina. You're looking fantastic. You was doing your thing in the dress, Mama. I appreciate you. I told people Indiana was going to win. Shouts out Kenny, man. Speaking of the newly furnished, placed Kenny, man. You know I'm going to send you something up there. You just tell me the dimensions. 36, 44. All right. Let's get out of here. Right. Mama's like, no, let's get out of here.
Said, go blue.
On, Mike.
Go blue.
Tasha.
Vamos Azul.
We will see y'all after Wildcard Weekend. Peace.
Bang, bang.
Bye, Eagles. Bye.
Y'all
Bang,
know we
bang.
with Saban's career with that, right?